Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's training. So, what I want to go over with you guys tonight is how do you pack your bag and what supplies do you need to be taking to a event. We're going to focus first on skincare. Color appointments are a little bit different, not a ton, but everything is starting with skincare, and so that's where I want to start you tonight. So welcome. um, we're going to be focusing on this little bag. So first, before I get really started here, you guys should be members of my boards app. It is a free app for you guys. We have this unstoppable unit board. Whoops, never shows up. There's all sorts of nice little tools and everything in here. What I'm going to be going over is Waverly's Party Materials. It is a complete board. It has a whole website here that is going to show everything that she includes. And so if you are new or maybe you didn't hear one of these before, Waverly Wesmeyer is a Nationals daughter. She's been doing her Mary Kay business for a while now, like 5-10 years. She's the mom of two littles, and she is a multi-million-dollar director. Um, Last year, when she shared this party model that she does, her unit sold like 1.3 million. So it's legit. And the nice thing about her parties is it's not a take all your makeup off and all over your face party. It's a back of hand party. So she'll call it like a couch party or a sip and shop. If you've come to one of my skincare events in the last year, this is the style that I predominantly use. I have found that many women don't want to come to an event and take off all their makeup and then wash their face in front of people. And with this style, you can have more people, but still give them a lot of personal touch and be able to have a little bit of flexibility with it. So, all this is all in these materials for you. If you get stuck and you need any help, I am here to help you. So, without further ado, this is what we're going to go over and go through all that. So, first tool is your roll up bag. I actually take one of these per guest that has RSVP to my event. I'm not going to go over a ton of how to do the coaching and the follow-up. That's a whole nother training. But each guest gets this bag. On the handle here, I color code all my bags. So this is a oily to combo. It's purple because if you look on our bottles, there's a purple line for oily combo. I have pink ribbons for normal to dry. And then I think they're blue. I have another ribbon for my repair lines. So as I'm going through and I'm pre-profiling everybody and I'm getting some questions like, what type of skin do you have? This is how I determine what bag is put in front of them. And I literally, this is kind of hard to see on the camera. It literally sits right in front of them, and I stack my compact mirrors right on top of it. It gives them some height, some elevation, and then the ladies can start going through this because it's all full of cool stuff that they can take home right from the event. So this is one of those things that inventory is very handy. If you're doing virtual, one bag is enough. If you don't have a bag for everybody, it's not the ultimate end of the world, but if you can by any way swing it, you will get more bang for your buck because they want to take it home. I don't know if you've ever, I know like layaway really isn't a thing anymore, but if you've ever put something on hold at a store and you go back or you start thinking about it a little bit more, maybe that shirt's not quite the color you thought it was, or maybe it just doesn't fit quite right, or something will come up and you'll second guess that purchase. But if you can touch it and you can smell it and you can feel it, you're more likely to take it home and they're excited about it. So we want to build on that FOMO. All right, so in this roll-up bag, we're going to start with our hook side. The very first thing in the pocket is a miracle set. This is all the pieces right here, all 4 of them. My next pocket, and I'll explain why they are bundled exactly like this too. This is your gel moisture mask. This is your charcoal mask. I always put an applicator in there. And it is also your microderm set. My next pocket, which this one was a little bit pillaged, of course, that's the one I grabbed. I put in the hydrogel eye patches. This is something that I do encourage them to put on, actually on their face, because you can put it over their makeup and it doesn't mess it up too bad. But these are my favorite things that Mary Kay produces, and I get excited about it and I get goofy and silly about it. And people like it because I get so excited about it. So I put these in here all the time. Oil-free eye makeup remover. Fun fact, in case you did not know, one of these bottles is sold every 5 seconds. It is the number one selling product in the world. And this stuff is awesome. It fixes everything. It's more than just your eye makeup remover. Learn some of the other uses for it. Like it literally will take Sharpie off of a kid. It will take crayon off of a wall. It's awesome. And then the one thing that is missing in here that I normally have in here is the micellar water. I do bundle the micellar water and the oil-free eye makeup remover because these are essential to starting your skincare routine because you need to sweep before you mop. So that whole analogy, like if you are cleaning your kitchen floor, you don't just run in there and start mopping, or if you have hardwood floors, you just don't go and mop. You vacuum and you sweep to get the dirt and the grime up before you start mopping. So when we remove the makeup and we make sure everything is off of our face, just that visible dirt, makeup, all that stuff, then our skincare cleanser can actually do what it's formulated to do better because it's not having to cut through stuff. It's just ready to go. And then my final pocket is my satin set. So it has a satin hand set, and I also dropped the satin lips in there. So those are my 4 pockets. And when we come to the clothes, I literally have them take out what they want. And if they are holding their bag like this, I know that they want the Cadillac bag, and then we start going from there. So that is something that you need to have. Now with this Waverly party, because they are not actually putting stuff on their faces, we show our story by visuals and pictures. And these pictures are worth all the things. So we show, here are the different exfoliators. You'll notice this one still has the sonic brush in it because you can still get them. And because I do have some in stock, I go ahead and keep it. So just so you guys ever know, if I have it on a sheet or something, it's because I still have it. But also has a microderm, it has the facial peel. And we talked about this. There's scripts for all this stuff and how to go through it. We talk about the boosters. This is the before and after the Miracle 3D. Why do we call it the Miracle Set? The toning lotion. And in case you guys didn't know, they upgraded the toning lotion. So now it has anti-aging materials in it as well. So the skin can not age as much everywhere. So there's a whole series of those pictures. Now I highly recommend, mine are a little janky because I haven't gone back and fixed them. I don't know where my other ones are. So I have mine all in a folder. I just have mine in sheet protectors right now. These are just printed off my printer. They're not horrible pictures, but we do have an amazing discount with Office Depot and FedEx where you can get color printed pages, double-sided, laminated color, and it's like $1.50 per double-sided thing. So it's a game changer, and it's going to save you guys a lot of money. So, but as we talk about the product, literally just passing this along. So this is something that you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense. I kind of want to see more. Either come to one of my parties, be a fly on the wall, go back and look at those videos, because I posted how Waverly's whole party. It's her doing one, and it goes through all these pictures. So go through that Boards app and look at it and ask me questions when you start diving in so that I can help walk you through it. So those are we got our bag, we got our before and afters. You need to make sure you have profile cards. This is how you're going to get your customers' information. Now, we should have been pre-profiling before the party, so we have her name, her phone number, hopefully an email address. But this is going to get more information, and you can also have her start creating a wish list on the backside as well. The new ones that you get even has a QR code, so go straight to the skin analyzer. If that is Greek to you, check it out. It's super awesome because it's actually going to do a screen of their face, and it's going to recommend products that you can also discuss, and it builds that credibility as well for you. And then, of course, you're going to need sales slips. Now, both of these could be done digitally. Like if you wanted a Google form with this profile, let me know. I have it already made for virtual parties. You can just put customers right into the InTouch app this way, but some of us still like paper. So these are both on section 2. They're super cheap for a bundle. The other thing, we like to get referrals from parties. So the fabulous game, as they're doing other stuff, I'm telling my eye story, as I'm getting them talking, I will have them fill this out. And it's not them answering questions. It's just kind of like some dead time, let them think a little bit. And, I like to be funny on it, saying, who's competitive, who's going to be the winner, blah, blah, blah. You get a prize. And my only rule, I have 2 rules. They have to be over 18. They have to be nice because I don't want mini unicorns and I don't want to be yelled at. And so they laugh and they write it down. They get 1 point per name that they give. If she's over 40, they need to star that. And then that's 2 points. And then whoever has the most, you just give them a little something. You can go get a, earrings off of Amazon. They're under $1 a piece. Limited edition stuff is always great. The satin hands, mint bliss lotions, they're $6. You can use section 2 items, the little trial size. I stay away from the section 2 personally because it does not count toward my sales. And for $1 more, it's counting into my retail total. And it just is a little bit better gift. But you can do anything. You could give them, $5 off their purchase if you wanted to not have to bring anything. A couple year ago, we had the masking minis. So I wrap one of those with a pair of earrings, and that's usually priced. So there's lots of different options for that. And then we have that. I do a little flyer here. It's just thanking them for supporting my small business. Just have some pictures of me out and about using product, different people, just so that they realize that this is who you're buying from. This is my life. And it resonates. This was just made in Canva. Super simple, you guys. Okay. Other page. And then just the other form that I'll have them fill out when we're talking. And I just approach this one as I just like to get some information and some feedback from my customers so I can better serve you. It's what women want. Some of you have already done this, but what's your favorite product? Which products would you like to try? Is there a product that you wish MK had? What's your favorite way to try products in person, virtual, by samples? I share facts with them about, and this is normally during my whole table talk, about the 50% discount. We have no monthly quotas, no territories, 100% satisfaction guarantee. And it's only, actually this one's wrong. That's pretty funny. You have $30 restart, it's $35 now. Don't update my form. What is the most appealing part about the MK business opportunity? If you were to become a consultant, what would be your reason? What would you want to get out of it? Would you ever consider being a consultant? You can do this at a party. You can do this after the fact. If you have somebody doing a lot of head nods and, you meet them and you're like, I really like that one. This is something we can go over with an opportunity call. And, if they answer all these questions and they have a chat with me, they get a mascara or lipstick. It's pretty easy. All right. And then the other thing that we need to make sure that you have every time you go to a party is a closing sheet. This is the one that I use. This is the one that is in our boards from Waverly, and it has everything in bundles. So when they come to a party, they're going to save a little bit of money. And if you look at the bundles, they're really not saving the money in the actual individual bundle, other than the way that the company saves our bundles. Because I don't know if you realize this, but if you bought each individual piece of the repair line or the miracle set, it's a couple dollars more than what we sell the whole line for. But what they start doing on this is you do these little things over here. So I actually, it's not on here. I do a little fun one. I'm like, hey, you guys, I have this special tonight, and it's only for you guys. And I lower my voice like I'm making this a top secret. Like, hey, so I'm doing a little bit extra special. Doing a deal where at $99 you get two bundles and or two sets, and I can get you the roll bag for half price. And basically what that is that miracle set, instead of it being 116, it's 99. They can get their roll-up bag for 50% off. You're not losing money on the roll-up bag, you're just breaking even. You lose, $17 on the miracle set, but they get excited and they usually come back. Um, so that's just kind of an enticement. But like on this princess set, 199, you get to pick any four sets for 199. And on the bottom here it says what your sets are. So the repair line is counts for four sets. Your miracle sets is two sets. Your miracle ultimate miracle set, which is the miracle set plus the eye cream, counts for three. I usually count the men's line and the new MK skincare as one set, like 1.5 sets. But it's about $100 per set, or I guess it's actually about $50, a little over. So you get to have some freedom and flexibility on that. Then if they do a queen, which is any six sets, so it could be the repair set, which would be four, two boosters, and the wrinkle filler. So there's your six. So instead of paying what 215 75 is what 90 six what 290 whatever 325 something, they're paying 299 and they're getting free roll back. So it's about $406 that they only pay 299 for. So now they're starting to see a wow, I just paid, I saved $107. They're getting a lot more excited about it now. And then Cadillac is $399. You get up to $525 worth of stuff. You get any for 8 sets, and you get a free roll-up back. So that's just what you have there. And then on the back of it, I have our startup options. Every single time I put these out, they flip them over and they look at it. And I ask them questions and say, hey, what questions do you have? What would you like to know about what I do? And start the conversation that way. So those are your essentials of what you need to pack for a party. Now, what else do you need? I take full-size products so that I can put them on the back of the hand. When you do that, ideally, they're not the ones off of your bathroom counter. You want to keep your stuff for you. You don't want to be packing it all over. But when you take that out, it actually is a tax write-off. True story, personal story. I always had to pay on taxes until I started my Mary Kay business, and then I started getting a refund. So a lot of the stuff that I would normally buy anyway, I now get a write-off. So it's a really nice little advantage on there. But I bring in, and I can't show you mine because I have it unpacked at the studio, but I bring in a roll-up bag, and mine has a little bumblebee ribbon on it, so I know it's mine. But it is packed with the repair line. It is packed with the miracle set, both the normal and the oily, microderm, like all the stuff that I want them to try. I have it in there because if they try it or smell it or touch it, they're more likely to be interested in it. And throughout the entire party, I will say at least 3 times, everything is 100% satisfaction guarantee, so you never have to worry about wasting your money and putting this in the cosmetic graveyard. So you need to pack those. In case they want to actually do stuff, have some cloths. The little mustard ketchup squeeze plastic things are great to be able to fill up with water so they can just rinse off really quick. And then paper towels, or you can buy the facial cloths from section 2 just to be able to do that. You cut them up into quarters because they're pretty big. And when you're not doing the whole face, you don't need a ton. So those are all things that should be in your bag. And if you were not taking notes with me talking, guess where you can find it all. It is all, oops. I don't know why it's saying open app. That was funny. I don't know what I clicked on. It is all in here, though. All you have to do is come into this board and start clicking around, and everything is in here. The end of party, the profiling card, the referral scripts, the invite scripts, the how to pack your bag. It is there. So let me know what questions you have on that, because it doesn't have to be rocket science. Somebody's already figured this out for us, and we get to do it and move it on. Oh, and one other thing that I forgot to show you. So it's always nice when you can get referrals off of your parties, because it saves time that you don't have to go and find more people. You're just building off of parties. So if you had 3 parties a week, and these are some game-changing numbers, you guys. So 3 parties a week, if you averaged $200 a party, your average at that week is $600, right? Tell your party that you're looking for a couple things. You're looking for 2 ladies to be their own hostess, and you get some hostess incentives. And you're looking for 1 lady that wants to join your team. It might be a hostess, it might be your own hostess, it might be somebody that's just saying, oh my gosh, soccer season's too expensive. But if you go in with that number, so your 3 parties then becomes 6 parties the second week. At an average of $200 a party, your 600 went to 1,200. And then you're going to 24. So you're just being exponential and you're just building on it. It doesn't mean you have to have them all in 1 week, but you don't want them to go cold. You want to keep them repeating like every other week type of a thing. And they don't always have to do skincare. You could do a masking party. You can do a color party. I like to pass around and say, you're on your follow-up, and they get a little bag of toy. When I stop saying follow-up, whoever it lands with gets a token. So those are all things, and that will be also in a future training. So if you're just watching this on my YouTube channel and you found it, go ahead and like and subscribe, because you might get some more little tidbits. But if you're in my unit, we'll come back to it. So my final thing here is these little envelopes. So what these are is deal, no deal. I give them to each party goer, and when I'm closing them out, I said, okay, so before we look in your envelope, I need to know, deal or no deal. Are you going to be a hostess for me? And okay, I put some on the spot. If they say deal, this is what they get when they are your hostess. This is their hostess reward. And all I do is I mark it right on the top of their profile card. And then I start talking about, are weekends or evenings better for you? So let's look at a date 2 weeks out. And it's just, they have to just keep answering. So there you have it. That is our training for tonight. This is your pack your backpack for your badge for summer camp, if you're watching it during summer camp. But otherwise, this is how you would prepare for going to a party. Let me know what questions you have. Make sure you're commenting on here that you are here tonight. Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel so you can get some of this as well. But otherwise, have a great evening, everyone.